Good day, all. Something that is coming through for me is like a connection to the planets and how Mars and Maldek, like when they were going through their ending, like I think there was the rise of Mu, like started happening, and then like so some of the like towards the end of that when like Atlantis was coming in and the like the influx of beings from the explosion of Maldek happening were starting to influx into the world, and there was something about the like I'm not sure what the full development is. I think somebody else might have some information here about that, like that'll spark the rest of the like I just got a massive download about like how the planets were like before Maldek exploded. It was like there was a gradient of like beings within our solar system from planet to planet to planet to planet. Like it was like the highest like vibrant light people were from Venus. Like Earth was kind of like a moderation place. Mars was like starting to integrate like a lot of shadow aspects into it, but Maldek held the most like deepest shadow aspects that were playing out within our solar system. So when Maldek exploded, then that sent like all of the shadow aspect of into Mars, and then Mars couldn't contain all the energy, but so they um, that's when the quarantine kind of happened within Earth itself, and like like those energies as soon as they moved into the Earth, Mu was such a pure and like divine place that like they were so in touch with source, like everything that happened on the planet at that point or within the area of Mu itself was holding like the pure source code itself. Like I can feel this code, it's just like enveloping me right now, and it's kind of just saying to me right now that like we need to pull from that memory of before the those planetary distortions started influxing the Earth, because they were like the even like one of the reasons why they put the quarantine on Earth was to kind of stop some of that radiant energy from coming into the Earth from the shadow itself, you know, and allowing it to like slowly trickle in. I can see like the north and the south poles were like they're the funnel zones for this energy, and where like the north and the south poles, they take in the energy from the sun, but they're also taking in the energy from the planets, and they're able to blend and purify that energy, and like we're at that the final stage of that purification right now. And so like if we can call upon ourselves like that pure form that Leah was pulling in, her slow, majestic, Styrian like mermaid form. That's who were like beings who were here. Like I'm seeing that like Mars has a strong connection to the mantid beings, and a lot of the beings from Mars had like were insect like. They had like they were bipedal, but they had insect like faces, and antenna, and they were like some of them like some of the population, since they were a blended planet like Earth, like where with a little bit more shadow was like being helped by the mantids, while Earth here was being helped by the Syrians and the Venusians, um, because like there's something with that. I'm not sure, and um, some kind of blending, and but I think that's all besides the point is, but we need to like feel that energy. I'm just gonna like try to like push that out telepathically to you guys is it's when you're in flow with source, it's like the two spiraling energies that are within you flow up from Gaia into you, but then there's like a funnel of source energy flowing down your pillar and into you, and that's like your silver thread that connects to your like um, center of unconditional love, which is just below your heart chakra and above your solar plexus. If you, it's yeah, if we can feel that template is right there within that space. That it's spiraling like the the spiral that's coming up from Gaia is crystalline in nature. It's diamond white light and like a golden, like the purified essence of gold. And they spiral like the diamond white light goes up in a clockwise, and then the golden light comes up counterclockwise, and they or spiraling around each other. And each one of them, like when they cross their fields of each other, has a code within that, and they cross at each one of our chakras. So, like, I think this download is to feel this, but then to go in and feel each one of your chakras. They the crossings happen in the front and the back, your front masculine and the back feminine, and each one of those aspects of you has a code of masculine code and a feminine code. And so when they're spiraling around you, they connect those, and then they go up to the next like chakra, and then they connect, and then they go up to the next chakra, and they go from the front to the back, and they connect. And all the while, the source energy is flowing into you and giving you the impulse of idea to move forward, but maintain your space with like law and order and nutrition, health, like healing, and like this unconditional love for each one of those things to be happening as like you move forward. You this is the pureness of what source is, and we need to like what these templates are like that we're getting right now are telling us is that we need to like look what isn't like source and influx this energy template into those things and be like this is unlike source. This is what source is, and that those two phrases will help you. And as you get more and more of this source code flowing into you, the more that source will point out what is unlike source, the ego, like the things that we've had that we don't do, that we do, I guess, that we shouldn't do, I guess. It's all paradoxically like bouncing through my mind right at the moment. So sorry for that. This is confusing, but so the major thing that we need to do is like I'll sit with the energies of these in each one of our chakras as they are blending in the front of us, which is our masculine, and the back of us, which is the feminine, and letting those cross and like trying to feel into and seeing those codes. Because like when this source energy comes in through the center of each one of our chakras, it's giving the right information finding that right information from the things that are around us. And like, if since uh, our bodies are a communication device and everything around us is communicating to us, it's a good, it's just a good exercise, I guess. Like if you're within a crowd of people, see the reactions of people doing their thing and seeing what they're doing is like source or is unlike source, and just trying to have a little bit of that. That's the only discernment that we need to have, really. And there like really isn't anything else that we need to do, because the more we can do, find more source, and like since everything is source, and not be judgmental of it, we're just yeah, definitely holding neutrality into like that. I think that's why they had that the center of unconditional love is the space that we discern from. That try to that that's where that feeling of intuition comes from, is right there, right in the center. And it's like the concentration of the masculine and the feminine in mutual restraint is right there. So yeah, that's kind of what I have for the moment. And I appreciate each one of you guys listening. Thank you.